This doesn't seem right. It doesn't match the description I got at all. What's that? Who's there? Reina? Is that you? Huh? Who's there? Look around you. Interesting, isn't it? I said the cranes can grant a wish. What did you wish for? Um, I've never been one to believe in wishes. Are you him? The collector? Collector. One of my many names given to me over the years. Ah. But we've no time to waste on such boring, trivial things as introductions. Don't you want to know who I am? Oh, I know who you are, Detective Ito. Or should I say, investigator. So hard to keep straight. I suppose it's irrelevant what you call yourself now, as you've arrived exactly where you need to be. Something's different. Yes. Yes, what is it, I wonder? Ah, that's it. You like me. After a fashion. You see things differently from those around you. The world is not so solid and enhancing as it is for them. Things bend. They break. Am I wrong? No, nothing's been the same since Kamakura. Yes. Yes, of course. The girl you murdered, Reina. Was that your fault? Then you are a puppet, dancing at the end of your strings to a tune you cannot hear. No, that's not what I said. I'm no one's puppet. Are you so sure, detective? Do you really feel like everything you've done is under your control? When faced with the impossible, you're so certain that every choice you make is your own. I, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like they've made for me. Which is easier, I wonder? The knowledge that the cause of all your suffering and your joy is of your own doing or someone else's. I don't have time for this. Ah, of course, of course. Our conversation has tilted towards the philosoph- philosophical. But you're not here for philosophy. You want something more tangible. I want information, facts. No. It isn't my business to know what people desire, and that is not what you seek. What is it you want, truly? Tanaka? I want to know what really happened to him. No, it's not only that. I want to know what's happening to me now. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm tired of chasing after clues that lead to dead ends. Perhaps I can be of some help for you. But first, please indulge me. I have a few questions. I'm curious, so curious. You're such a unique visitor after all. Yes, nothing like the others. Fine. What do you want to know? I find it interesting that someone like you would drink on the job. Huh? You mean in the hostess bar 2 weeks ago? Yeah, what of it? It seemed so obvious a mistake. Why did you make it? Uh, I don't know. Uh, it was impulsive? Not that it changed everything. On the night of your parents' disappearance, you found your way into the sewer using a man. Why him? Witness saw him? place him in that sewer, why not go directly to the source? What is this? Some sort of psych test? I came here for answers. Enough of the games. It's not a game, detective. I can give you what you seek. This is my price. That's it? If you want information to use against me, seems you've already got enough. Blackmail? How pedestrian. Simplistic. No. No. I have no interest in that. Then what do you want? Everything I collect brings me closer to an understanding. Much like you. Only the puzzle I assemble is considerably larger, and the piece you provide is well worth the trouble. Shall we continue? Do I have a choice? You've already made it. You show such little patience, detective. Surprising, considering the effort you took to get here. The girl, Reina? She's the one you've been chasing, yes? Let's talk about her. Why didn't you shoot her again in the sewer? She was holding your dear Tanaka at knife point. Why didn't you pull the trigger? Keep her talking? The situation was hopeless. The best I could do was keep her talking. Learn as much as I could. Interesting. Much interesting. Though she's gone, the sleepless nights continue, don't they? You've taken your pills 4 times already, have you not? Clearly, you're worried about your sanity. Doesn't that make you question the futility of it all? Most interesting. Perhaps you've told me enough. Yes, this is most useful. I accept this trade. In return, you want... what was it? Oh yes, that's right. A path. A way forward. I suppose it's your turn to ask the questions now. The mask. I don't know why, but I get the hunch that you'll know what this is. What is it? Reina was obsessed with it. It must be important, but I can't figure it out. Ah, I see. The most interesting relic. It makes people do the most fascinating things. You even attacked a fellow officer to get it, did you not? Why did Reina want it so badly? It is a tool. Instead of living in fear of it, why not use it? It may be the key that will help you find your precious Tanaka. Though, as powerful as it is, one cannot expect to use it knowing nothing about it. You said yourself, it all started in Kamakura. Kawanas has quite a history with that mask. Kawanas? Me? The Shrine Maiden girl? Her grandmother was the one who gave it to me. The very same. It gives me the creeps. Maybe I should got rid of it. Don't do that. You'll never find your way without it. In the dark. Whether he lives. That is more difficult. The dark? That's not the first time I heard that. What is it? Where can I find it? A better question is where can it not be found? Can you not feel it around you? Following you at every turn? It pays great mind to those within its walls. You know of who I speak. The common thread that binds all of the mystery in your heart. Reina. And if that's where she is, Tanaka must be there too. The girl's thread is a complicated one, yes, very tangled. It begins in Kabukisho, an talent agency called Omega. Kabukisho. I know it well enough, as I imagine any officer of the law would. The dark is a sacred place. It lives and breathes, changes shapes, and goes where it pleases. And it is the girl whose suffering determines its shape. Without understanding its roots, You will never find your way, or it could tear you apart. Like it always has already. It almost has already. What are you? A dressmaker? A cat breeder? A blackmailer? Seems that no one in this town can agree on anything about you except your name. There's no way anyone could know what you do. It's impossible. So what are you? Take a look around you. Isn't that familiar? Can you not smell it? The stench of corruption? I've been here for so long, longer than you can imagine. Feeling the desires, the loves, the hatred of mankind flows through this place. For you, detective, I am exactly who you need me to be. Now, shall we return our attention to the matter at hand? Our trade, after all, was not for the knowledge of how I fit into your story. It was for a way to clear the... how did you put it? Ah, yes. To clear the dead ends you run up against. Let's consider your problem. The mask and the dark are inexorably linked. Pursuing one without the other is futile. Now you are an enemy of the dark. It will reject you without understanding it, and you will be lost without the necessary tool. How will I know when the path's been opened? Ask your puppet master. My end of the bargain has been upheld. You seem awfully eager to help me. What's the catch? Something tells me I'm going to regret talking to you. Paranoia. An unnecessary feeling. As I said, people fascinate me, especially ones as unique as yourself. You're a detective. I've only given you the tools you need to finish the job. From there, that is the interesting part. I look forward to seeing your progress. Consider your debt to me partially repaid. The rest I shall collect at another time. Tell me, my little puppet, if you can see your strings, does your dance not continue until we meet again? What the hell? So, we're gonna leave this town now? Oh yeah, okay, we got a new city here. Okay, I guess we're gonna go to oh wait, the air in the collector's basement was stagnant and heavy. If I'd stayed any longer, I felt like I may have suffocated me. By the time I was there, Akihabara faded away into a distant memory. I returned to the surface, put my hand up to shield my eyes from the sunlight, and listened to the people on the street. Their conversation seemed so pointless, part of a world I no longer belonged to. The busy sound of the street swept the cobwebs from my mind, forcing me to remember everything I told the collector and everything he impossibly knew. I told him so much, but I did I have a choice? Maybe he's right, and I was a puppet after all. At that moment, it didn't matter. The dark and the mask both belonged to a world I was now a part of. Normal methods of investigations wouldn't lead me to them. Countless paths were narrowed to two, and I had no choice but to march forward towards the leads I'd been given. As I left Akihabara behind, one thing bothered me. How did the collector know so much about me? Was I really so easy to read? I didn't have the time to dwell on it. Kazuki and Reina were in the dark, and that much had been all but confirmed. And I now had a means, however impossible, to find them. Two paths, the mask and the dark, both were necessary, and I had to make a choice of which to follow first. Chase after a talent agency in Tokyo's red light district, or go back to Kamakura to visit Mai, the girl I nearly got killed. Neither seemed very appealing. My logical side didn't understand how either would help, but as everything around me cracked and crumbled away, logic didn't matter anymore. I had to choose, or maybe something would choose for me. So I guess I'm gonna go back to Kamakura first, and then we'll see what's gonna happen over here. And then I'll probably go to Kabukishu after that. So yeah, there we go.